Hi, Nadeem here from Smart Riding Gadgets. I'm out testing the Innovv N1 Pro during the day. I've taken it out in the evening, but I haven't managed to get a daytime ride because it's just been way too hot over here. But today's a bit better. It's only 31 degrees rather than the 37, 30 we've had. And I thought I'd like to see what it looks like in bright sunshine because it is very, very bright at the moment. But I'm hoping that the camera will pick it up okay because I'm obviously relying on the action cams to expose properly, and that can get a bit difficult when there's a lot of sun and it tends to look as if the screen is darker sometimes, but I'll see when I get back. But in any case, I can see it quite clearly. I've got sunglasses on as well, but I can still see the screen pretty clearly. There is 3 brightness settings. For the evening ride I had it down at low, but I've turned it up to the highest. It's low, medium or high is the 3 setting choices for brightness. I think it does do a day and night mode as well, but I've just manually changed it just to make sure. But yeah, overall the unit's working as it should. I've tested it quite a few times by switching on and off and seeing if it will connect okay to the comms unit and to the phone, and it just works. Unlike some of the other units that I've tested where you pair it up and then the second time you go and try and do it, something goes wrong and then you have to try again, or then you have to do in a specific order and don't turn your comms on until the phone connects and all this kind of stuff. This just connects no matter what I seem to do. It just comes on. So it's not, I've not had to muck about with it since I fitted it. So since I paired it, I should say, it's just been fine. So it just works. So that's the good thing about it. As I said in some other videos, I've fitted the N1 Pro to the mirror stock. Now, the reason I did that was because I wanted to keep the functionality of the Nav 6 so that I still have all the data from the bike display. My bike's got the older display, I've not got the TFT, so I like having that info. I mean, I can also use the phone holder and use the BMW app, so I probably will be doing that more because I want to charge the phone and have this data displayed at the same time, because when you're using CarPlay or Android Auto or whatever, connecting to these type of units, you use a lot of battery power and it goes down pretty quickly. So our way of charging up is quite important, I think. Well, it depends. I mean, if you're only going out for an hour or 2 hours, then it's fine. But if you're touring and you're doing 6, 7, 8 hours a day, then chances are your battery's going to go flat. So you best be prepared to deal with that. Okay, I'm just going to stop here for a second, and what I want to do is put the unit into the dash cam mode, and basically there's a setting that you can just use the rear camera alone as a rear view mirror. Now on this, I noticed this earlier, was there's a little white dots always there. If you press that, that brings the menus up, and there's the camera. So I'm going into the camera, it's already on the rear view. I wanted to see that if Waze still works and music still plays while it's in the dash cam mode or the rear view mirror mode. I've already got it reprogrammed and it looks good because at the moment I can still hear my music, but I have the rear view mirror mode going, so I can see the road behind me. Okay, so that's the sat-nav prompts coming through from Waze. I can hear it in the comm system. So yes, while it's in the dash cam mode, you can hear the music and you still get the voice prompts for your navigation, and that's pretty cool, I think. So it's doing 3 things at the same time. So I was fully expecting that it wouldn't work, but it does. So that's pretty cool. As I've said before, Waze is always good to leave open on your device, even if you're not actively navigating, because the sheer number of users and people reporting speed traps, etc., etc. So when there is a speed trap ahead, it will give you an audible warning. There'll be a voice prompt saying, "Warning, there's a speed trap ahead." But even if you're using a different navigation app, you're using Kali Moto or something while you're away, you just open up Waze and then leave it running in the background. Unlike running apps on your iPad or your iPhone or Android Auto or whatever, it doesn't close the app. It's still active. It's still running. So you still get the prompts. So you don't have to choose between one or the other. You can use two different navigation apps at the same time. So if you prefer using Google Maps or Apple Maps for actual navigation, you can just use Waze for the warnings. Any speed traps, radar traps, etc. So you can do that, which is what I tend to use Waze for my day-to-day riding anyway. Or I use Kali Moto and stuff for when I'm away. For planning trips away. But even when I'm away, I'm still using Waze in the background. So overall, I'm quite happy with the N1 Pro. With the dash cams and everything else that comes with it, it's a pretty neat solution, I think. And I like the size of display, but I do think this display needs to be neater, and I like it here. I like where this is. But as I said, it all works pretty seamlessly. The cameras are working, the Apple CarPlay works, everything else works. And the unit itself is quite good. I think it's a nicely made unit as well. So unless you don't really want dash cams and stuff, this is a very good system to have. So overall, I'm quite pleased with the Innovv N1 Pro. I think it's a good system. I love the dash cam mode. I love that it's recording while I'm riding. And I love that I can have this rear view mirror mode and still be able to get my navigation and listen to my music. That's just perfect. That's just really good. So if you're in the market for a full system, you won't go far wrong with the Innovv N1 Pro.